What's up? What is going on? Yes, we have a very exciting episode for all of you. But before we do these things, before we get into this episode, I'm going to take 4 seconds to let you guys all, if you haven't already, like, share, or subscribe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing. You guys are the best. So now, listen to me. Let's get into this. Let's get into this episode. So we have a couple of fun things going on. I will be doing bad song lyrics today, and I will also be doing that bad photo, which will be an interesting segment. I received two that I'm just going to do one for now. So we have to do 2 segments, and then also do Hell Yeah versus Hell No. So those of you who know, just a couple of weeks ago, my rear end was ravaged. I had a young man slam me from behind. He really just nailed me from the back. You know, he was really nailing me. Nailed me once. I got in a car accident and he hit me. And so I'm just resting this lovely arm on this table. Feels a little better. Getting injured sucks in a car accident. It could have been way worse. But I did. And the only reason why I bring it up is because I got a new car. So I got a Toyota 4Runner. I absolutely love it. And I'm in the process of just kind of making it mine. And I ordered some rims last week, and they shipped me only 3 that was matching. So I have 3 matching rims. And when I went to Tire Depot, shout out to Tony, Tire Depot, they put it on. I'm being serious. That is probably the nicest, just crew ever. Those guys are great. And they did a hell of a job. They all, pitched in on giving me a rim job. So it was nice. It was a great rim job. They did great. They're quick and fast during the rim job, which is great. And, the thing that really kills me about that, though, is then the guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, man, can you come here for a second?" So I'm like, "Oh, shit." So I go up and he goes, this rim. Yeah. And I go, and I'm looking at it. I go, "It doesn't match." And he goes, "Yeah, it doesn't match. Do you still want me to put it on? Because I'm going to say that you probably don't want me to put it on." And I went, "Oh, my God." I was like, "Yeah, dude, do not put that rim on." And so then he's like, "We'll put on all the other rims just because we've already started to take everything off." So I've been driving around with a mismatch rim, which has been interesting. I just tell everybody that I just got a flat and I put the spare on. So it annoys me, especially because I'm a control freak and I just want it to be perfect. So that's always fun. So yeah, that's the deal on that. So I'm hoping today I can go back and get just one rim job, like one rim job, which would be nice. So I think it'll be really quick. I'll just go in, they'll give me a little, and be done with it. So those of you who know, when you buy a car, especially after an accident, it sucks. It sucks because it's like, yeah, you wanted a new car, but not on those circumstances. That's the thing that kills me. Those circumstances is what sucks. That's always what gets me. And I've been in a car accident before, and I just, you just do that. You go to the dealership, you rush. In this case, I took a little bit more time just because I didn't want to be rushed. Made sure I picked up the right one and all that. But those of you who've been in an accident, that shit just sucks. And those of you who've gotten seriously injured, I am so sorry. I've just hurt my wing here quite a bit, and I can't really lift anything, can't do anything. I've been doing lower body, been doing squats till I die. And I can't, it's just so annoying to be in this position. And I've been injured before, but I've been injured because I injured myself. Like, I've done stupid things, but it was me. So when somebody else does it, it's so infuriating. It's like, you just want to flip out. But I've been able to kind of keep my patience, and thank you all for your support. You guys are the best. I've had so many people reach out as far as just to help, which is that's the best. Like I'm really bad at asking for help. So to have like all these people come out and be like, yo, I will help you. Just tell me what you need. That's the best feeling. So, having a good group around you is really important. And I talked about it in the last podcast a little bit about wanting to give back that same feeling that I get. So, in the spirit of that, I have now scheduled up another 3 guests, which I'm very excited for in the next couple of podcasts. And I have, I've seen a glimpse and kind of talked with them a little bit. One of them has made me a painting that I have I'm just so ecstatic. I can't wait to see it in person. I've only seen pictures of it. It's freaking huge. It's huge. It's 36 by 48, which means that it pretty much is the size of my apartment. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to keep it in the studio or in the office. So it just kind of touching on that again very quickly as far as having the right people around you and to make sure that you're not selling your group short and you're not selling yourself short. I've had some great support, but I've also had some good business and some personal accomplishments that I've had, business wise. It's been absolutely amazing, and I thanked a lot of my clientele and a lot of the people that needed to be thanked, because I couldn't do any of the stuff without them. And another thing is with a personal goals, as far as like being able to being able to help out and reach out. See, money never was the motivator for me as a young man, it was as a young man. And then as I got older, I realized the more money I made, the more time I spent away from conversations and people and people I wanted to be around, the more depressed I got. So what I did was I found a way where I could generate an income while being around conversations I wanted to be around, while being around people I wanted to be around. And that's very rare to do. That's hard to do. And I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm simply saying those of you who can make a good living or make your living and also be stimulated at the exact same time, as far as like you're able to have conversations about physical performance, mental performance, being able to achieve things. Being in that same line is so tough to do. It's a very, very tough thing to do. So I am very happy to say that I've kind of found that balance finally. And it's only been 10 years. So to have it 10 years or 12, almost 12 years later is huge. So finding the balance has been the hardest part for me. And I think I'm kind of just getting into that. So that's the thing. It's like being able to do what you love and also have it generate income is, I think, it should be everybody's something that everybody should strive for. But it's not that easy, because what I noticed when I was younger, when I was just making a lot of money and I wasn't spending time with family or friends, or I wasn't spending enough time, that balance gets thrown off. Or in a relationship, you're not spending enough time with your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife or whatever, that balance gets thrown off. So I think I'm kind of coming into my own of what I actually want as a person. And I'd hope that for everybody. I hope that you're in a spot right now where you're actually finding out what you want and it actually be what you want. Not that you're telling yourself you want it and you don't really want it, And I think I was doing that for such a long time. I was really fighting who I was not this entire time, but a lot of the time. You're fighting who you are, and that's the thing that kills me. And, that kills other people too, because then you're not being genuine with yourself and you're not being genuine with them. So, to be able to do that and have some, like I said, personal accomplishments, that's huge. And I've been around the past, maybe the past like 2 months. I've seen a lot of my friends and clients and family really level up, and that has been a real pleasure to see. And I'm just excited to be around it. So, having the right people around you is super important. So just make sure you do that. So remember today we do have a special episode, but first I'm going to get this started with hell yeah versus hell no, and then we will go into the two other segments. So let's get to it. Hell yeah versus hell no. Really battling some of these serious issues that we need to talk about in our society. So this hell yeah versus hell no, the very first one, and I think it's very important and we need to really dive into it. Ketchup on the burger. Do you put ketchup on the burger? Now, I think a more dicey situation, or a situation that would really piss me off, to be honest with you, would be cheese on the burger, but we'll talk ketchup. I think that if you are loading ketchup on a lot of things, like I've seen a lot of people put ketchup on their macaroni and cheese. I've seen people put ketchup on their eggs. I think that that's the trashiest thing in the world, at least to me. And anybody who feels personally attacked by this, you should. And I think, listen, with a burger, it makes sense. And if you go, I believe it's in New Britain. Yeah, if you go to New Britain, Ted's, the steamed, the place of the steamed cheeseburger. If you put ketchup on that, like I remember I was there and I sat on, the bar stools and stuff, the small things. That place is so small. And I remember I grabbed ketchup, and the guy that brought me, this guy Mark, he looked over at me and he was like, and I put the ketchup down, and he just was like, yeah, that's how we do it. Hang on one second. Yo, what's up? Dude, to be honest with you, I'm recording right now, and I was just talking about food. So you're only helping this. You're only helping this.
My bad. I didn't mean to call you during filming. I hit you up when I hit you up a little later.
No, don't worry about it. What's up?
I'll hit you up later on today when we're both free, and we'll talk a little bit more.
Let's do it.
All right, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Peace.
Later. That was dope. I'm obviously not going to keep that in, but that was dope. Making moves. So listen, I gotta say, if you are, slathering ketchup on, that's when I have a problem. Like if it's just that you taste the ketchup, it's a ketchup burger, you start to kind of lose me on that, because I think that trashy hit of vinegar is what we all need. Like we love that. Like you ever eat salt and vinegar chips? You ever eat and your mouth is just killing you at the end of the bag? Listen, I'm just eating a whole bag of salt and vinegar chips. So anyway, listen, if you're slathering ketchup on things, yeah, we have a problem. But if you're just putting a little ketchup on your burger, you're hitting that up, I like that. You know what I mean? Putting a little bit on there, a little ketchup, mustard. I like a little mayo on my burger. I like pickles. The things that you must have on a burger, lettuce, tomato, cheese, and pickles are all a must. If it has that on there, I don't really need ketchup and mustard, but I will put them on there if they're around and available. And to be honest with you, most cookouts, most places will. So I'm going to obviously say this is a huge home run, and thank you, Lean Gene, for suggesting this. You're the best, Lean Gene. Yes, I put ketchup on my burger. I'm obviously going to hell yeah ketchup on my burger. And let's see how many of you. Yes, 79% said hell yeah. So that's a landslide. That wins by a landslide. Now, The next one I had to ask because I didn't even know. I asked my friend when we were drinking margaritas, and I said, "Do people even drink this?" So the next one is a Long Island iced tea. Hell yeah or hell no, Long Island iced tea. Now here's my thing: Long Island iced tea is made with all alcohol. It's 100%. So it's a drink that's gonna get you where you want to go quickly. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know anything about Long Island. I don't know about their iced tea, but those things are strong. I see my buddy Brian one time. I watched this dude drink 5 of those, and I'm pretty sure like you're not supposed to serve more than like 2 or 3. We went to one bar, and then we went to another, and I remember his girlfriend at the time picked him up, and he threw up on her car and all over pretty much everywhere. And then of course I got blamed for it, even though I have nothing to do with him consuming it. Yeah, so Long Island iced teas, those are serious. I think those are a drink for people that had a rough day, had a real Long Island rough day. And I think that if you're going to drink Long Island iced teas, I think that says a lot about you when you go to the bar. You know what I mean? I think and I'm finding out more and more about drinks now cuz I'm a simple guy. I order bourbon, whiskey, bourbon, whiskey, or margarita or tequila. Like, I'm very simple. And some people say, how can you take that taste of bourbon? I love something that's going to sting a little bit. I like something that's I'm going to be reminded of a little bit every time I drink it. You know what I mean? So I'm a big bourbon fan. So for me, it's easy. But I think that when you order a Long Island, it's like you're ready. You're ready to go on an adventure. You want to go on a drunk adventure. And I think that, maybe that life to you that day, that week, that month might not be going the way that you want it to. That's why you're going to Long Island and having iced teas. So I think as far as like a drink, like I said, to get you there real quick. Yes. And I used to drink Long Island iced teas, but I'm learning as I go about drinks, because I don't know if you guys know this. It wasn't until probably about 2 years ago, and I'm 33, almost 33 years old. I've never been to happy hour. So I actually got to go to a happy hour because I've always worked. I've always been at work while everybody's having the happy hour. And I've been work hour. That's what I've been doing. So I've been trying to loosen up a little bit, meet some people out for happy hour, and I'm starting to notice the drinks now, okay? What I also didn't know, and this is completely, it is on topic, but off topic, I didn't know that there's a drink that you can order for a bartender to understand that you're uncomfortable. If you're a woman, you're uncomfortable in the situation. And I didn't know this, and my mind was blown because I had no idea. It's like a code. It's called an angel's wings. And what that means is, like, when you go to the bartender and you order an angel's wings, that means like call the police. This guy's a creep. Something's about to happen. Abusive ex or whatever. They're all there. And I learned that I was like, is that a real drink? It's not a real drink. It's just like, hey, I'm letting you know, like, SOS. I thought that was so cool. I'm learning new things every day. I'm learning, a Manhattan, because those types of drinks, gin and tonic. I mean, that's simple. But I knew like 3 drinks, like screwdriver, sex on the beach, and gin and tonic. You know what I mean? Like when you're a kid, I started drinking really early. And then when I learned about a Long Island, I remember my girlfriend at the time was a bartender, and I used to go in and I'd order all the time. I would order Long Islands, and I would have like 2 of them and just be trashed. So listen, to me, I think it's a drink that's got to stay because it's going to make you go from that 0 to 100 real quick. So I'm obviously I have to hell yeah. And 52% said hell nah. 48% said hell yeah. So it's pretty close. I mean, some people really wanted to get turned up. The issue, or not the issue, we have been getting way more votes. I've been getting a lot of votes on these. So I love that this is kind of taken off, and it's great. We're getting more and more votes every time. So that's awesome. So seriously, thank you. But now we have a very, very tough one right now, and this is more situational. So we're going to go, what's a better feeling? What is a better feeling? Here are our options. 1, your super shitty ex got super ugly. or the car passing you doing 100 miles an hour gets pulled over and you slowly pass by them. What is a better feeling? Now, here's my thing. Here's my take on this. Obviously, if you had a shitty ex, my thing is this, and I got to be 100% honest with you guys. I have backslided so much into with ex-girlfriends is not even funny. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm this dude that once I left him and I never went back. And I am the idiot. I used to be the idiot that would, as soon as they text back, hey, with 6 Ys, I go running right back. And it's a terrible idea. Seriously, don't do it. The more Ys they put on hey, the more desperate the person is. So stay away from that. And so I can't lie, in seeing, your exes get ugly or overweight or just kind of really not age very well. For me, I just put it all in the past. Like I try to just move on with it now. I don't even think about, them anymore. I don't even think a lot of them as exes or any, I just think of them just people I knew and they don't know me anymore. I don't know them and they don't know me, that type of thing, and move on. But I did get into a situation where, this is terrible. I did get into a situation where I knew my ex's boyfriend and I had some real good dirt on him. And I didn't want to have the dirt. I walked in on this when I was younger, him with another another man. And I walked in and I wish I didn't walk in. So now I had some dirt and then he saw me and then he was with her and he was trying to be tough and I was just sitting there and I was like, oh, and then he looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, I know, and I know that you know that I know, and I know that you know that I know that she doesn't know, and I know that she doesn't know. You know what I mean? Do you know? And then it was it went from, hey, you're the ex to oh, you're right. I probably should stop trying to be tough right now. So I had some dirt and he knew that right when he looked at me and I was like, Papa, I got dirt. And it was just a really odd situation. So for me, seeing them, even if they get, a little ugly or, you're not doing well, I actually don't like that. I feel bad. I'll be honest. I mean, that's the empathetic side of me. I'm not screw all my exes and stuff. Chances are I'm the one that fucked it up to begin with. So, but I will say this. If they treated you really shitty and they were super abusive and they were crazy, it's there's got to be a part of you that's I'm doing way better. I don't need your freaking ass. There's got to be a part that feels a little bit better. So, but to me, I got past. This is 2 days ago. I got my sling on. I'm driving my new Toyota 4Runner. I'm feeling going nice low and slow. And this dude flies by me. This dude must have been doing 88 and maybe a 35 or 40. Flies by me. I mean, so much that I felt the wind off his car. Runs the red light at a 4-way. Runs it. Cop sitting. Then I get on the highway. This is way further down. I'm going slow because I got stuck at that light. And then he's pulled over. And I'm there's kind of traffic. I passed him going so slow. And I look over and he looks over at me and I had this stupid smile on my face, this smirk, it brought me such joy. It was joy that I haven't felt in such a long time. So to be honest with you, I love that feeling. Passing somebody who's done something stupid in traffic that affected you is it might be my favorite feeling. It's better than sex. Here, I said it. I mean, I think sometimes it's better than that. Going by that just, I wanted to roll down my window and say something, but that's not me. The smirk was enough. And I saw him, he saw me, and he was just shaking his head. I was like, dude, you are stupid. You were doing twice the speed of sound You blew a red light. You could have killed everybody. And now you're being pulled over by a cop. And I loved it. And that cop had the haircut, the shaved top, boxing. The box. You know he was going to give that guy an earful. He had a mustache, everything. You know, this guy was ready. He was going to give him the full earful. And I felt amazing. There's no better feeling. No better feeling. So obviously, I'm sorry. I have to go with what feels better. A car passing you doing 100 miles an hour gets pulled over and you slowly pass by. I'm going to say that has to be the winner. I'm going to hell yeah that. And boom, 69% of you said Speed Racer has got to go. It's a better feeling. And 31% of you said Ugly X. And this was a conflicting one because I got some really funny messages on this one. So it was good. Just a quick segment right now of this picture that was sent to me by Sean. And it is a picture. I'll put it up here and I'll leave it up while I talk about it. It's a picture that if you've ever done a Spartan race or any of those mud races, you'd understand why she's making that face. She's making that face because that's the face of realizing you're going to be on antibiotics for the next 3 weeks from getting that mud in your mouth. Dude, that shit is so gross. That's a feeling. Oh my God. It looks like a poopy face. That's a poopy face though. That is a feeling of sheer agony. That's the feeling of as soon as something disgusting touches your mouth. That's what that feeling is. Because I'd like to say that looks like pain, but that's actually more anguish, I think. And seriously, though, so anybody who looks at this picture, you need to know, if you've never done a mud race or you've never done a Spartan race, if you ever get even a drop of that cesspool of mud in your mouth, you will go on antibiotics for a very long time. I had a sore throat. From this Spartan race that we did in California. I had a sore throat for like 2 weeks because of this mud. But I mean, no antibiotics by me. I'm super strong. I could do anything. Yeah, this. Every time I look at it, I start laughing again. Okay, sorry. I mean, so yes, that is a face. What is happening in this picture? That is a face of antibiotics, and you knowing you're going to go on them for 3 to 4 weeks. It's such a funny. All right. So now let's move on to bad song lyrics. It'll end the show. And yeah, this will be good. This is Little John and the Eastside Boys, Get Low. Here we go. Bad song lyrics. Little John and the Eastside Boys, Get Low. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. 369, stand real fine. Move it to you, suck it to me one more time. Get low, get low, get low, get low. To the window, to the wall. To the sweat drips down my balls. To all you bitches crawl. To all skeet skeet, motherfucker. All skeet skeet, goddamn. To all skeet skeet, motherfucker. All skeet skeet, goddamn. Shorty crunk, so fresh, so clean. Can she fuck that? Question been harassing me in the mind. This bitch is fine. I done came to the club about 50th 11 times. Now can I play with your panty line? The club owner said I need to calm down. Security guards go sweating me now. We got drunk, then a motherfucker threatened me now. She getting crunk in the club. I mean, she work it. And then I like to see a female twerking. Taking her clothes off, bucky naked. ATL ho, don't disrespect it. 'Cause yin yang twin in this bitch. Little John and Eastside boys with, and we all like to see ass and titties. Now bring your ass over here, ho, and let me see you get low. If you want this thug, now take it to the floor. If your ass wanna act, then you can keep your ass where you at. Ah, yes. Oh my God. I almost, I know I can let it out now. Man, that was way harder than I thought because I knew the lyrics to the song. So when you know the lyrics to the song, you're trying really hard, because you know them, so you know what's coming. I did it. Some of this stuff I was really trying not to make any expressions, but then I know I smile a little bit. But I think that's fair to say that I passed that one. Heather, thank you for the submission. It was much harder than I thought it was going to be. So all of you, make sure right now you hit like, share, subscribe. Seriously, thank you all for your support. We have a silly goose time. Next week we have a special guest, so it'll be super awesome. I'm really excited for more special guests. If you are interested in being a special guest, reach out and let me know, or you guys suggest who you think I should have on. It'd be awesome. Local to Connecticut's probably easier and better, but I'm all for Zoom meetings as well. So awesome. Seriously, thank you all. That was bad song lyrics, and thank you all. Later.